Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your boy here, of course, the combat consultant, the soundboard god, Jacob Kingpyn, and we have the Kingpyn semifinal men's press conference breakdown ready for you guys. I'm going to be live streaming the fight companion tomorrow. Maybe I'll have a guest, maybe I won't, but at the very least, if you want to tune in and hear what I have to say, you can listen to my annoying voice in the background while you watch the fights with me. So let's get into it.
Here we are. The gentlemen are in the building. In fact, can I just say, I didn't get the memo. I look stupid now.
What's up, Kenny? What are we saying, huh?
I mean...
Give me that accent, Kenny. 40 orders, mate. Come on.
Add me to the box.
We're in Ireland.
Come on. Jeez. Anyway, we'll get to you, Kenny. We'll get to you. But look, I want to start with King Cowley versus Connor Tierney. Hey, Connor, bare knuckle. You are a standout star in this world. You're coming into boxing for the first time. And look, you can see the reaction already. And this is at the press conference. How much you relishing the opportunity to step in the 3 Arena tomorrow night?
I'm just relishing the opportunity and I cannot wait. I feel like I'm going to thrive under these lights. I'm going to thrive under the cameras. I was built to be a star.
So I didn't know that Connor Tierney was going to be in this tournament. I guess that's kind of, they'll try to throw in a mystery opponent every single round. So for this round, BKFC standout Connor Tierney, very violent gentleman, a dude that's fun to watch. Good pickup. Not a bad pickup, especially after Kingpyn seemingly went under, and then I guess finding DAZN to kind of pick up the check on them and being able to continue. Listen, I feel like this is kind of a out of necessity type of thing, but again, not a bad pickup. I don't hate it. Let's keep going.
You know what I mean? So all the way to the universe, baby.
You are going up against, a hometown hero in King Cowley. The crowd, look, we've got an electric crowd already here tonight. There's going to be thousands of them tomorrow night. When they start cheering for your opponent and potentially booing for you, how's that going to feel?
I jumped in enough back gardens when I was a kid getting police chases, so I'm in a back garden there, and you know what? I feel at home, so I cannot wait to get started Saturday.
And look, again, bare knuckles, your home, but you're coming in here. If tomorrow night goes well, might we see you stick around this crossover boxing world?
Listen, I want all the MMA ex crossover boxers, Cole Frotchis, Darren Tills. They can all get it, you know what I mean?
Oh, hello, there's some names. Well, look, you got one tomorrow night in Kian. How tough a test is Kian Cowley?
Listen, I don't deny that Kian is a test. He's a tough lad. He's bringing the heat. He's got a fair few fans there giving it the old, But don't faze me. Saturday, you'll see a win.
Kian, listen, man, like we've said, hometown hero here.
I like how also they have Wade on one side of the table, and I respect the other gentleman. I keep forgetting his name. The other gentleman on the other side. So Wade asks everything on this side of the table, and the other gentleman, asks everything on the other side. It's pretty cool. Not something I've seen out of a lot of press conferences. It's a pretty ingenuitive idea. It's nice to see.
Right? Doing this one in your hometown, what's that mean to you?
Yeah, it's great to fight back in Dublin again. Most of my fights have been abroad, so it's nice to be back in Dublin, and especially in the 3 Arena on such a big card like this, So I'm very happy to be back here.
Yeah. Come on. You hear Connor talk about how slick he wants to be tomorrow. Listen, we all know it. You're a knockout artist. Looking to put heavy bangs on anybody that steps in with you. The same deal tomorrow, I assume.
Yeah, same thing. We'll just have to catch him once clean and he goes out. 100%, so that's what it's going to be tomorrow night. He can do his flashy footwork and his nice slick movement and all, that's all good and well. I only have to catch him once. Yeah,
Float like a butterfly, sting like a sledgehammer, lad.
Yes, this actually be a very good kind of sleeper pick for a potential fight of the night, especially considering all the other fights we have on the card. I do expect this fight to stand up against the rest. Considering we got Gibb, considering we got King Kenny, considering we have FaZe, considering we have Whindersson Nunes, I do think that this fight will kind of be one that people remember. Again, I think it's a super duper good idea that Kingpyn wants to bring in these two knockout artists, especially a guy in Cowley that's really, really super duper talented as a knockout artist, and a dude from BKFC, man. Do these guys together, absolute fireworks. Because those BKFC boys, man, oh my goodness. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get a press pass and I'll be able to go out to the event in Miami on the 25th. And so hopefully I'll be able to get you guys some content from there. But they do it different over there, man. I'll tell you that much over at BKFC. So super duper big pickup, especially having that hometown favorite. Yeah, electric stuff.
As we head into tomorrow, you're going to put on for the Irish people. Can we get a prediction from you, Kian? What is this fight going to go? Is we going first round? What are we saying?
I don't know what round, but I'm going to stop him. Yeah.
Okay.
The last time he fought in boxing gloves, he was stopped The last time he had boxing gloves on, he was stopped, and he's going to be stopped again tomorrow night.
I mean,
That's his sit. That's his sit, Andy.
that is a statement. And look, Conor, let you retort to that.
You've done your research on me and your homework, and you must be worried, lad, because you know what's coming tomorrow night. You're getting dusted. End of.
I love how both of these guys, like if you take a look at any tough guy from the UK, from Ireland, from Dublin, they all have the same aura about them. It's all these guys that are super duper square faced. They all have the same beard. They all have the same beard, all the same expression, the same. It's very funny because it's like I feel like that's the same thing over here in America. I'm sure a lot of my viewers are from America. You ever go out to a nightclub, you just see like 6 versions of the same guy in a different shirt, all with the V-necks and the Jesus piece on. It's so funny to see that that's how it is in other places. It's not just in America.
Yes, he is.
Dusted.
Surprised they're even here. All the whinging now all week. The weight, the gloves, the rounds, and all. What? Like, if I had,
Who said the gloves? Who said the gloves?
If I went to Birmingham, I would fight you no matter what it is.
What, mate?
Out
Listen.
straight. Same way anyone would. When
I got told a weight, and you didn't make the weight.
Dude, they even have the same haircut, basically. It's crazy to me.
I got told the weight.
I made the weight. I signed the contract to fight you at. I made the weight.
Okay,
That was it.
signed
I
the
was
contract.
on weight, and then you start giving out loads of stuff. Do you know what I mean? I would have just said, "Fuck it, I don't give a fuck."
Who
It
said
was
about the gloves?
Coming over
Who
like
said about
this,
the
do you know
gloves?
what I mean?
Because the tens are fine to me. The tens are fine to me.
Yes, you wanted me to
Puncher's
wear
glove is
bigger
fine for
gloves
me.
because I wouldn't
That
give
is-
a
listen,
rehydration.
That didn't come from my mouth. My mouth, 10-ounce gloves, because I'm ready for the puncher's glove. So we'll see.
So, Conor, are you happy with the conditions of this fight? You happy with the gloves? You happy with the weights? You ready to get in the fight?
Listen, I'm happy with everything, you know, and I'm happy when I get the job done tomorrow.
Get a job done tomorrow night. Look, again, I mean, all these fights are crackers. You've got Kingpyn Cowley versus Conor Tierney tonight, tomorrow night, right here in the 3 Arena. Now, look, I'm happy you're sitting on that.
Also, just a quick thing. PixBet picked up some of the check. DAZN picked up some of the check. It was very interesting how Kingpyn kind of almost went bankrupt. It seemed like for a number of hours they went bankrupt. And it's such a combat sports news type of thing that I would make a video on that. And then not even a day later, not even probably 10 hours later, they get DAZN has the broadcast rights, and PixBet has picked up some of the check and is now sponsoring them in the big way. I mean, I'm happy that the promotion's still here because I think it's I think it plays a great second fiddle to Misfits in terms of really quality promotions and putting on really quality fights. But you guys, I'm sure you know if you made any content. I know I have a few people that follow my page that do update channels on YouTube. You guys understand how infuriating it could be sometimes to keep up with this type of news.
Side, because you're probably going to be the one speaking to Kiefer Crosby.
Oh, yeah.
Last time we had an
Oh, yeah.
interaction, I think I got 2.5 words in.
Yeah.
Don't know how.
Listen, it ain't about you, Andy. It's a superstar right there, all right?
Aaron, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. This is a boxing world in which you've been entrenched in for the last, 2.5 years? This is not going to be an easy night tomorrow night, but you are coming in off a fight, an exhibition against Floyd Mayweather. What did you learn in that contest against Floyd?
Mate, I just learned, obviously, in with the best in the world, so whatever Kiefer brings, he's not going to move like Floyd Mayweather. I mean, listen, I know he can bang, I know he can fight, so I'm prepared for everything. So we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, he's got all these crowds. Yeah, I know I'm the B-side. I'm the B-side. But listen, it's always good to be the underdog. It's always good to be the underdog, so that's the way I look at it. I'm the underdog. You want to hope you will be tomorrow, mate.
Aaron, you're playing the villain, it would seem. But look, time and time again, we've seen the mixed martial artist stepping into a boxing ring. It doesn't quite translate. Now, MMA is your background, but again, you've been training for this for 2.5 years. Are you thinking Kiefer's going to get in there and strike like an MMA fighter?
No, listen, I've seen him on the pads. I've seen him on the bag. He's been in the gym for a lot. I'm not going to disrespect. He can box. He can box. But I think I will be the better boxer in the night, and that I'll show you that tomorrow night.
How do you think you piece up this man? Which genuinely, I've been around this man a lot over the last few years. Each and every time I've seen him, I'm scared to the point where I have to carry spare underwear with me. He is that scary. How do you piece him up tomorrow night?
Just by boxing him. I'm certainly not scared of him. Not in any way, shape, or form. So come tomorrow night, we will see what happens.
So is this the guy, I have to look this up, and I'm going to look this up, Floyd Mayweather boxed a dude that ended up after the fight, he was holding on too much to Floyd, and he ended up, the ref ended the fight early. It's not, it wouldn't be John Gotti then. No. Because this is Floyd fought a very similar looking dude that had a very similar looking cranium from the back. Hold on. No, that wasn't him. That couldn't be. Unless he has the same. My computer's just slowing down. Give it a second. Oh, I don't know, dude. No, he doesn't have the arm sleeve, though, does he? He might. I don't know if he's tatted down to his hands, though. That's the thing. It's covered up. Is that him? I don't know. But I don't know why Kingpyn wouldn't announce. I didn't see anything announcing these fighters. Was this sort of like a last-minute addition? Because, again, the monetary issues came up? Or was this something that was planned even if they had kept the funding and they hadn't gone bankrupt momentarily? I'm not sure. I don't know. But still, two guys, I mean, at least a guy that's gotten in there with Floyd Mayweather, so you kind of have that. You almost have that parallel kind of fame you're getting from Floyd a little bit. And then this other dude, I have no idea who it is. But it seems like both these guys have an MMA background, so at least there's that.
Kiefer, I know that mic's hot, man. I know you want to go. This guy has been saying all week about Floyd Mayweather, all his stuff he did in that fight. You've been saying, listen, that was a glorified spar. You're in for a real fight tomorrow night.
Yeah, look, the Floyd Mayweather fight wasn't really a fight, you know what I mean? I've seen Floyd Mayweather hitting pads and it was more entertaining than that dirt, to be honest. So, realistically, you can keep harping on about that all he wants. This is not me trying to hit and not get hit. I'm going to march forward and take his fucking head off. So, that's the way I fight, and that's it, you know what I mean? So,
this guy looks exactly, the guy on the right looks exactly like, he doesn't look exactly, but he looks like a mixture of Michael Chiesa and Cody Garbrandt. And the dude on the left talks exactly like Conor McGregor. I know all Irish people don't talk the same, but it's crazy how similarly he talks to Conor McGregor. It's crazy.
He knows what's up. I'm going to be marching forward the whole time and until he's asleep on that canvas. And mark my words, I swear to God, he's getting KO'd stiff, yeah?
I watched the face-to-face with you and Aaron, and the whole time you just kept telling him, you're just not ready, man. Look at you're nervous. You're shaking over there. You feel
he didn't even go to the open workout yesterday. Do you know what I mean? I didn't mean to know. I didn't.
You can't do pads without a coach.
Mate, don't be
can't do pads without a coach.
Just stayed in the hotel room all day watching.
So this dude doesn't have a coach? Come on, man. And that's one of the things you absolutely need. Who's going to be cornering him? That's what I want to know. Who's going to be cornering him? And I can't look this up now because this is a blind reaction. But I assume maybe he's going to have some of his teammates corner him, maybe his friends. I mean, it's happened before at the level that I've commentated at. Guys have had their friends, their training partners corner them. So it's not unheard of to not have a coach in at some points, but to not be coached for the fight, that's a completely different realm. And that's something that we have to look at here as to the dude on the left certainly having a distinct advantage if the dude on the right, maybe the coach, I will say it like this, probably the coach just wasn't able to make it in for the open workout. Maybe that's the case, and maybe his coach will be there. I probably shouldn't have jumped to conclusions, but again, something to maybe take a look at.
Watching reruns of Geordie Shore because I heard you were crying in your hotel room all day watching reruns, wishing that you stayed on the television.
You keep talking about Geordie Shore.
I mean, it's a great show. I like it, mate. What's Charlotte doing these days? The Crosbys. You up the Crosbys. You up the Crosbys. We're bringing it back. Just not see me post. There's a reunion coming soon. New star of the show, baby. New star of the show, baby.
Were your suntan, you fitted right in there.
What are you stuttering for?
Kiefer, how do you get this one done, man? You closing the show within one. What are we saying?
I'm going to outbox him. I'm going to outclass him. I'm going to show that I'm a far better boxer than him, and then I'm going to knock him out. I'm not a brawler. I'm not an MMA fighter. I'm a fighter. Do you know what I mean? And this is all about adaptation, something he knows nothing about. He's never been in with the level of fighter I've been in at. He can talk about bleeding Mayweather all day. That wasn't even a fight. That was an exhibition. This is an execution.
Cringe from the Minecraft kid. Dude, he looks like the Doomslayer. And I would never say any of this to his face because he looks like he could absolutely shred me apart. But cringe off the back by Under Armour man.
Wow.
Woo!
Aaron, it's not an exhibition, it's an execution. Are you ready to adapt to whatever Kiefer brings your way?
100%, mate. Like he says, he's going to knock us out, but I mean, he hasn't got many knockouts on his MMA record, so we will see. We will see. We can all talk and talk and talk, but we will see tomorrow night.
Well, tomorrow night, another banger. Aaron Chalmers versus Kiefer Crosby. Come on. I think we already know who's getting the cheers and who's going to be the villain in that one. But that brings us towards our semi-finals here in the Kingpyn tournament.
Wait a second, so these other matchups weren't even in the semifinals? So these must be stand-ins to fill in for the losers bracket and make that an entertaining and interesting card. I got it. So it'll be kind of the undercard. Am I understanding this correctly? I'll put it in post for real clarification. I'll look it up after. So you guys will know, and then I in post will know. But I'm assuming that's what it would be.
Look, Jarvis, let me start with you. We've been filming content all week with you guys, and one thing I heard you say yesterday was you want to break that man's nose. You got intent tomorrow night.
Yeah, you know, he's got a big nose, so it's a big target for me. So I'm looking to do some damage.
And look, Gib came in here with a lot of hype, 7-figure Gib. He's coming here with an ego as well. He thinks he's going to walk through this tournament and be the Kingpyn. How much does it mean to you to stop him tomorrow night?
I mean, it means so much to me. I've been doubted this whole time since the first fight, since the beginning. So, I just want to prove everyone wrong and prove that, I'm here to win, and I can win, and I can do this.
I think that this fight will be one of the best of the. I mean, I could say that about pretty much every single one of these fights, even on the women's side. And I apologize. I wanted to do a women's side breakdown, but this video, as you can see, 53 minutes, 21 seconds, way too long to cover both of them. So I figured a lot of people want to see and hear from Gibber, want to see and hear from, from Jarvis, and want to see and hear from Kenny and Winderson. And so I just kind of went for what I thought would be the most entertaining for people. It's nothing against the women, but I'm sure there'll be tons of exciting matchups on that side as well. And I'm going to cover a little bit before we get, because I'm going to start about an hour early on the stream tomorrow. I'm going to cover that early, and we'll break down my predictions for everyone on the card, not just the guys' side. But yeah, this should be a very, very fun fight. Two guys that are technical, are tight with the way they throw, present a lot of dangers, have a lot of power, have a lot of skill sets in their arsenal, have a lot of shots they like to throw, can throw competently, love to create angles, both very quick guys, very aggressive. So, man, it's going to be a fun one.
What's the difference between you two? What makes you the competitor who's going to win tomorrow night?
We both got the heart, but, he says it's going to be an easy fight. I think he's underestimating what's going to happen tomorrow.
Absolutely.
When I walk towards him and when he's throwing his power shots and I keep walking him down, and, I'm going to hurt him. I'm going to hurt him.
So that's one big thing, and I don't want to spoil too much of the breakdown that I'll bring in tomorrow, but Gib does have a tendency, and we saw that even last fight. It was a little bit better, but still same tendency. He does have a tendency to get a little bit wild early in fights and go in for the kill. And that's cost him in big ways. And Jarvis not necessarily the easiest guy to get out of there. So it's going to be a much more of a difficult fight for Gib than it sounds like he's taking it as. And I hope he doesn't. I hope that was just to build up the fight. I hope he doesn't actually believe that Jarvis is going to be an easy out. Because if that's true, Jarvis is going to be able to steamroll him. And I don't want to see that be the case. I hope Gib is taking him seriously, because Jarvis is not anything to play with.
He's going to hurt you, Gib. He's going to hurt you.
Listen, I saw him at the open workout. His style was tailor-made for me. He's at the Floyd Mayweather gym. Floyd Mayweather even told his coach, "Is hit and not get hit." This guy raised the punching bag. I'm going to batter him. I'm going to batter him.
I'm going to keep walking to you.
He got last. I saw him. I was excited.
You ain't going to do nothing.
Excited. He's going to get pinned to oblivion. He's going to withstand.
I'm just going to absorb everything you have. Everything you have.
You know what? On the flip side too, Jarvis needs to be careful that he doesn't just rely on his chin and his ability to absorb shots, because Gib carries a pretty, he packs a punch. So I don't think necessarily that Jarvis should be sitting there and just saying, easy money, I could walk you down, I can keep my guard up, because one of those shots going to split the guard. And over time, seen it countless fights before in MMA, in boxing, in bare knuckle boxing, doesn't matter. Guys think that they can absorb shots, and then one too many shots, boom, they're bowled over. So I hope that both these guys are just chatting right now to build up the fight, and we get more than just one dude kind of comes forward, the other one unleashes a fury of shots, then we turn, I hope it's much more of a technical and competent type of contest.
Crack your head. I'm going to crack your head.
Kid, you basically told him yesterday he was you, but from like 4 years ago. He's just not on your level.
Jarvis stinks. Jarvis fucking stinks.
Wait tomorrow,
pinging him.
Wait tomorrow.
Till I ping you. I told you, your coach raised a punching bag. You're getting blitzed.
Wait till
you are
tomorrow,
getting
bro.
blitzed.
Wait till tomorrow.
You ain't ready for
Gib,
it.
you think
I can tell you're nervous. You ain't ready for it.
We made a deal in the face-to-face. Meet in the middle. First one takes a back step's a coward. You think he's going to honor that deal?
I hope he does. Meet me in the fucking middle.
I'm gonna keep
Meet me in
walking
the
towards
fucking
you,
middle.
bro.
Straight shots for days.
The whole
Straight
time.
shots for days. I'm
whole
taking your
time.
liver. I'm hitting your temple. You're done.
Can we just draw a circle in the middle of that ring and you guys can't step like that? Is
In a tire.
That's what I want to see.
I'd see that's the type of fight though that I hope they don't fight. I hope it's much more drawn out. That's also a fight that I can't accurately predict because that's so. I don't know. That's just if you're trading shots, A, in combat sports, anything can happen. And B, especially with these two guys where Jarvis does have such a durable chin, but Gib does have so much power in what he throws. There's thousands of potential variables at play.
Look, hey, Jarvis, if you move forward in this tournament, have you got a favorite? Who would you like to face out of the other semi-final? Any preference?
It doesn't matter who I'm fighting. I'm
What do you mean in the
focusing,
final? Leave it in the losers bracket.
who's in front of me.
Who's he gonna face?
That's what matters. That's what matters.
Kenny or Winterson? Who's he going to face in the losers bracket? I don't know.
That ain't gonna happen.
That's a loser right there.
That's a loser right there. Gib, you feel so strongly. Is this just part of the mission, or is there some animosity
You
towards
think
Jarvis?
there's no animosity? I'm coming here to win. So whoever I see in the final, Nunez right here or Kenny, they're getting
I can't wait to humble
I'm coming
you.
to win the whole
I
tournament.
can't wait.
Either of
I
these
can't
guys,
wait.
I'm gonna whoop them.
I can't
I'm gonna
wait.
whoop them. I see them all as opponents. There's not one guy that I'm just standing and say, I don't want to face him. He's in the loser bracket. I believe I can smoke all these guys. So they're all gonna get smoked, and Jarvis is just there, beaten up badly.
Too big for your
I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it.
He's one of, dude, I love Gib and his ability to just build up a fight. I think, and I've said this before, and I do maintain this, that out of everyone in the YouTube scene, I do believe he is the best in terms of just being charismatic, building up a fight, kind of talking trash. Other guys, when they do it, it seems kind of manufactured and inorganic. Gib, it's just a certain energy that he brings that I can't quantify, but he does a very, very good job.
Jarvis, you said he's too big for his boots. Does Gibbs' ego...
A lot of talking, it's a lot of talking.
Does that annoy you? Do you want to teach him a lesson tomorrow night?
Yeah, even more so.
Go on then, get annoyed. I like it. Your little fucking ponytail's gonna be bobbling about when I ping you. It's gonna be bobbling about. Can't wait for it. Your brother, Fraser's gonna be screaming. He has to avenge him.
He's gonna be screaming for me.
What's he gonna do?
When my hand gets raised, he's gonna be screaming with
You're
me.
on the floor, I'll pick you up. That's when your hand's raised.
Nah, man, he's too good. Gib is it must be so infuriating to face off against Gib in a press conference, man. Because it's like, and you know what? This is kind of what makes him so good is he seems to just have an answer for everything. It's a combination of that, and it's a combination of the energy that he brings. Unmatched, unrivaled.
Jeez, man. Listen, Andy, that one right there, obviously one to keep our eye on, but...
I mean, look, there's no weak fight on this entire card, and that semi-final, again, it's must-see tomorrow night on the Zone. Let's move on to our next semi-final, the matchup that will top the bill tomorrow night, a match that we are expecting a raucous crowd.
Yes.
King Kenny versus Winderson Nunez. We've already seen just walking around the town. How many Brazilians there are here in Dublin?
Already, yeah.
There we go.
It showed out, man.
And look, we saw what happened in London. Nunez, Julie, they filled up that arena. We all got goosebumps just doing that. And I think tomorrow night here in the 3 Arena, we're going to get the same. Look, Kenny, let me talk to you first of all. We talked all week about these kind of things. You're ready to be the quote-unquote villain tomorrow night, aren't you?
I mean, yeah, obviously he's the favourite. I'm going to be the villain for tomorrow night, but I'm going to soak it in and have fun.
How much of a challenge is Nunez for you? We talked about he's been over here for 6 weeks, embedding himself in boxing? I know you've had a lot more, several years now of training for this, but this is a man who's fully committed for 6 weeks. It's going to be a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's training hard. Obviously, he's giving up other stuff to be here for 6 weeks to train hard, but he's not going to be ready for tomorrow night. He's never been in a fight. He's never been in a ring with someone laced up with 10-ounce gloves ready to hurt him. He hasn't been in an actual fight before.
What's going to make you be the victor tomorrow night?
Sorry?
What's going to make you be victorious tomorrow night? What's the difference between you two?
I just feel like I've got the better experience, the better IQ. I'm more powerful than him. All that movement, I'm just going to shut that all down tomorrow night.
So this is probably my favorite fight, or the fight that I will be looking forward to the most out of all the fights tomorrow, the whole slate of contests. Specifically because I think we've seen as of late a resurgence in King Kenny, especially not even as of late, but just specifically from the last round of the tournament. It was one of the reasons why when I learned that it was first going bankrupt, or at least I thought it was going bankrupt, I was so sad, was because I like this new version of King Kenny. I like it a lot. It's just, there's something about him now, even the shades, he's got the outfit on, he's got the Dewey on. He even looks kind of more like a villain. Whereas Whindersson Nunes, he's got the picks bet, he's got the sponsor on his sweatshirt. He's looking a little bit more relaxed. Kenny there's a new confidence about him. I don't know exactly how to quantify what feels so different about him, but it's both physically in his appearance, it's in his mentality, it's in the way that he fights, the way that he cuts off angles, the way that he handled my mate Nate. If I'm Whindersson Nunes, I'm training, and I'm sure he has, I'm training my butt off. And if I'm Whindersson Nunes and I'm also the favorite here, I'm sweating a little bit, man, because you're tipped. I mean, if I were the odds makers, I would make King Kenny absolutely the favorite, but he is the favorite in the odds makers' eyes. You have to then defend, and you have to, the ball is in your court to look good, to be the favorite against an absolute trained killer in that man right there in the do-rag, King Kenny. And it's going to be a very tall test.
There's the fact that he is this global superstar, 60 million followers on Instagram. Does that even, and people screaming in the audience, does that play into your mind at all?
For him?
For tomorrow night, yeah, about how big a star he is.
I mean, the fans can't fight for him. At the end of the day, when the bell's rung, it's going to be me or him, and it's not going to be me. It's going to be him.
Whindersson, listen, man. You're hearing all that talk from Kenny. You've been hearing it for a while now. The fans can't fight for you. No matter how big of a superstar you are, you got to get in there and do it. When the time comes, what are you giving Kenny on Saturday night?
Cara, assim, eu tô bem tranquilo, eu tô bem calmo. Pra falar a verdade, eu já enchi o saco de toda essa galera que não tem um cinturão falando que eu vou quebrar a cabeça de não sei quem, eu vou arrancar a cabeça de não sei quem. Cara, todo mundo nem lutou pra estar aqui, todo mundo foi convidado pra estar aqui, tá ligado? A gente devia dar graças a Deus, ou agradecer a todo mundo que vem assistir, que pague o hotel pra todo mundo, que pague a estrutura desse evento, porque na verdade tem muita gente que é muito atleta de verdade e queria ter uma exposição dessa e não tem. Pra falar a verdade, a gente vai fazer o de sempre. Meus fãs nunca lutaram por mim, meus fãs, eles me acompanham. Eles estão aqui porque eles me acompanham. Na verdade, eu não digo nem os meus fãs, eu posso falar os brasileiros, que brasileiro tem em qualquer lugar do mundo, entendeu? Então, tipo assim, o que a gente vai fazer amanhã é o de sempre. E eu faria hoje até, porque não tá marcado pra hoje aí, mas eu faria hoje. Eu já lutei com muito, ele vem com o mesmo discurso de que eu nunca lutei com pessoas com a luva que bate tão forte. Cara, eu já lutei com muita gente. Essa é uma luta pública, essa é uma luta para as pessoas verem, mas eu tô sempre lutando, entendeu?
To be honest with you, I'm very relaxed. I'm really tired of all these guys, talking trash and talking how big they are. No, none of them got a belt. None of them did anything. Like they are crossover boxers like me. Like we got invited to be here. We should be thankful for the fans because they are the ones that pay our purses, that pay our hotels, our flights, everything from us. So I'm just thankful to have my fans. My fans never fought for me. My fans always followed me. And I can say that for all the Brazilians, So tomorrow night I'm ready. If it was tonight, if it was right now, I would be ready to go, So tomorrow I'll just do what I always done, which is go, show up, do my thing and go home. So I'm relaxed here.
Answer by Whindersson, by the way. We're talking about the dynamic between two fighters. You see the villain and then the good guy, Whindersson, filling that good guy role entirely. Bigs up the fans, gives all of his praise to the fans, plays himself down a little bit. I'm just a measly influencer crossover boxer. I get paid by the fan. Total PG, safe rated answer, makes you want to like him. And it's true. I mean, these guys none of them have a belt at the end of the line. Actually, I think King Kenny got a belt at some point. Again, I'm always a little bit like curious to see how the belts work in influencer boxing. I'm not still too solidified on how that system plays itself out. I think that Misfits is not quite sure how it plays itself out, but it's tough to say. But he is correct at the end of the day. And I think answers like that are what makes him so likable and make people want him to be the favorite, even if I believe personally that he should be the underdog in terms of skill.
Winterson, he's called you the little guy. Him being the big guy in the tournament, you feel like he's looking down on you a little bit.
Muito pequeno.
See, he's calling you the little guy. So you too little for him.
Quem é muito pequeno também é o Messi. Quem é muito pequeno também é o Messi, né? Normal.
What's he saying?
You know, who boss is very small is Messi, so.
Sorry?
Messi is also very small, so.
Said Messi's also very small.
You ain't on Messi level. Shut up.
He said,
damn.
Tudo bem, ok.
Boring.
Now listen, between this matchup, Andy, I do think that there is a.
I think Tuto Bani. I think he said all good, okay. So just completely being the very stoic, I have no enemies type of guy. I absolutely love this role from Winterson. Very fun to watch, very fun to see. And while I do enjoy King Kenny a lot, I don't know why, but right now I kind of want to see Winterson win. He is, even though I know what he's doing, he is slowly winning me over for some reason. That's the power of playing a character, folks, especially in combat sports.
A lot left to be desired because both guys coming to win this thing. Both guys got a little bit still left to show. While Kenny has a little bit more experience, Winterson got a lot of things still left in the tank. I think this one is not only our main event because massive superstars, but because there is so much we just don't know about this fight.
Yeah, look, each and every fight, there are questions we all want to know. We want to get the answers. We're going to get them tomorrow night. And I think not least this contest that will end the night. And I can guarantee you, I can't guarantee much, but I can guarantee you the atmosphere right here in the 3 Arena will be nothing short of electric. Gentlemen, thank you very much. We're going to see you all here competing tomorrow night live on the Zone. But guys, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Still to come. We got to wait.
Hello. Dollar Deck here. What's happening?
What's going on here?
Who's this?
Why the fuck is...
Who the fuck is that?
Is my name not up on that stage? That's what I want to know. Dollar Deck tomorrow night, 3 Arena. Make sure you're there. Support the Irish.
Guys, just say this is Dollar Deck.
Up here.
Fighting on one of our wild
Stay
cards.
here. Make sure you see me weigh in a face-off with Golden Boys. I'm going to slap the head on tomorrow night.
All right, so let's end off the video there. The full press conference reaction, very interesting stuff to ponder on. Do let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. It's such a Kingpyn and an influencer boxing thing to do that kind of cringe at the last moment entrance there, like a WWE type of thing. It definitely didn't land, but it is what it is. Should be very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on stream for the live fight companion. This will be coming out earlier on in the day. We'll be shooting a lot of stuff tomorrow. Got a lot of interviews, got a lot of just live stream stuff. So looking forward to see you guys then. Without further ado, it's been your boy, the combat consultant, the soundboard guy, Jacob Cooperman. Peace.